Hi, it's Bella. I hope you can hear me. I'm coming through loud and clear with a message of the power of prayer. It's a lot of my clients that I work with, will complain about not receiving what they've asked for. So this happens in two parts. So this is part one of actually asking for prayer. So the 21st of the 12th, 2016 was a gateway. Ooh! A gateway opened. So there's galactic energy, there's like universal, galactic, cosmic, and then as far as I'm aware, the solar system here. So these three pathways coming down into our solar system, right? Universal, galactic, and cosmic. Right, they all went into alignment. They also went into alignment with the solar system and with what's called the 12 libraries, which line up with our 12 chakra system. So, and our DNA. So this is what they're talking about, the ascension and people waking up, the veil being lifted, because for the first time in the history of humanity, these have lined up, plus the solar system's lined up, plus the 12 libraries, plus we're getting ascended, awakened to line up, right? So our 12 chakras line up with our 12-strand DNA, which is actually being activated. So it's epic. It's epic. So when you say I'm not receiving something that I asked for, it's like there's no excuse now because this gateway's opened up, right? So it's like your prayer goes up. So your prayer goes up, can actually go up right through. You're receiving guidance right through. Right, the guidance is here. It's come down to here. So then, let me turn this upside down. It's come down into the galaxy, into the cosmos, into the solar system. And here we are on Earth, right? So here's the solar system and here's Earth. So I'm just going to go straight to Earth. And around Earth has negative karmic energy. And this is on the fourth dimension. So we can see that going up into those universal, galactic, cosmic is in a different dimension. It's a different frequency because we're all energy. Remember, everything's energy. So it's very exciting because we're going to this fifth dimensional energy, which I used to call the causal plane. And this is where we send up prayers when we do it on a full moon ritual. You burn the frankincense, and on the new moon you do the love and you send it up to the causal plane through your intention and your focus and your energy and your heart chakra up into the fifth dimension. So to do that, it's got to get through, here's you on Earth, right? So here's Earth and here we are on Earth. Oh, I did 4-unit art. Hello. And here, around here though, to get from this fifth dimension, right, that's all gateways opened up. We're receiving, right? But our prayers have to go up the other way. So you send a prayer up in gratitude first, would be more powerful. But you're sending it up from Earth, but it's got to get out of Earth, and around Earth are 3 thought prisons. So these are thought prisons. They're prisons of thought. And this is where, this is you, and this is your mind, right? So here are the prisons of thought, and they're created around the Earth. So for you to have a prayer to come from your heart here and go through this thought prison, which is here, connected to 3 energy rings around the Earth. It's got to get through that, then it's got to get through these thought prisons, right? And then it's got to get up to 5D. So it has to have some power. You can't go, oh, can I have this? Or, oh, thank you for that. Why can't I have that? I listened to this and I noticed this the other day, which is the other part of receiving your answers to your prayers. I'll do that in part 2. So if you're sending a prayer up, it has to break through these 3 thought prisons around the Earth. And it has to get from your heart up through your mind, which is connected to these 3 thought prisons. So thinking about something is not going to help. It's like you have to actually go into the break through this with power, with vibration. You have to get connected to earth and bring this life force into your heart chakra, and then send it through your voice, because this creates light. When we send our emotions, our love, in motion is light. And when you speak out from your heart, you're creating love and light. Sends a vibration, it's a frequency. It goes straight up through here. Now it has to be powerful. So I heard, after I realized this, and then I heard an example, was a guy I was listening to said, have you ever asked for outrageous fortune today? Have you said, I will have the biggest sign you've ever given me, and I will open to receiving? Like, I demand to have avalanches of abundance descend upon me. Have you ever prayed like that? And said, I now command thee to bring on masses of abundance. And I was laughing, thinking, oh, I say, could you please help me pay this? Or thank you for paying that. Or thank you for that. I thought, I'm going to do it. And so I stood up and went, I will have an outrageous sign that I'm on the right track, and I will have it in the next 30 seconds, please. Because I'm like a student, bad student, right? So also learn through cognizance, so I have to experience it. And I will have an outrageous sign. And so this went, after I connected to Gaia and slowed down my mind, this was like, had power. This was like outrageous sign. And then I was heading one way. I was on a walk with my dog, and I was heading one way and she went off the other direction. And because, you know, I don't have any resistance to going that direction, so I thought, we'll just go this direction. I mean, who is the boss around here? So off she goes, and I walk into the letters of the word love, L-O-V-E, and they were 7 feet high. And they were massive, big letters in white sitting on this grass that I just walked straight into. And so I walk along thinking, is that it? I thought, well, they are big letters. That's funny, because I was saying I would like to have a big sign of love. And there it was, this big sign of love. So, you know, it didn't really elate me and I wasn't really happy, but I realized that they got it and I received it because I didn't have any resistance to it, because I honestly thought it was going to happen. So it wasn't in, oh, well, what if it doesn't happen? I was like, I'll let it go. That the lack of resistance I had to that massive demonstration actually allowed it to happen, right? So it's like, we need to have non-resistance to sending these prayers out with power, with being connected to Gaia, connected through source, and connected here into your heart, and sending the prayer from here. So I've done a few different talks on some videos and a few prayers that I've worked with, because I work closely with Jesus and Mother Mary, the twin flames, and Mary Magdalene, and they bring me guidance and messages, and they've shown me this, that when you send out a weak prayer, it fizzles out. Like, it doesn't even, it's like a flame that just goes like this, right? We need it to go up to 5D, up to here. So it has to have some momentum. So you might start with gratitude first, right, to get into a good vibration, get into a belief system that it is going to work for me. Well, I would like to have a demonstration, a big demonstration of love in the next 30 seconds. I just see these big letters. And I was like, oh, is that it? It's a bad student, right? You got to go, oh boy, here it comes. There's a big, so next prayer is to ask for feelings of love and receiving them from others, or something like that, right? So it's the power and the intention that you send this prayer up. That's what intention is, and that's why we work with that in Reiki. But you need to be present in your mind. You need to be clear in your mind and present, and anchor that vibration, come down from your heart and send the prayer out. So what I'm going to talk about next is receiving that prayer without resistance. And then it's like ask and we shall receive. As soon as you ask, as soon as you send that prayer out, the answer is already on its way unless you can't open to receive it. And so we're just going to do a big deep breath right now, and we're going to do a prayer for every single one of you watching, that you receive encouragement that things are working out for you. And we ask that, you know, this sign is sent straight through the galaxy and straight into you, and you're just open to receiving a sign that the angels are with you, a sign that you are connected, right? We want signs to come in easy ways that you can easily understand. So we call in your galactic family of light, and we ask Jesus, and we ask Mother Mary, and we ask Mary Magdalene as well. And who's here with me now just came in with Saint Germain. So another thing is to actually send it through the violet flame. So the violet flame of Saint Germain. So it can clear and go straight there with intention, with breath, with feeling, with anchored vibration from Gaia. So then you can actually start being very clear on navigating through what it is that you want to ask for. And then we have to open to receiving it. And we'll talk about that in the next chapter. Thanks for your time and your attention. This is Bella Blue Ray.